Friends, welcome to my hospital. Let us learn together. This is an intumescent cataract. This is a 2.8 millimeter keratome. It goes for some distance and fixes the eyeball. And now I take the lens tip knife and make a side port, and then I complete the main incision and come out. Now I want to stain the anterior capsule with trypan blue dye underneath this air bubble. I have found that if I use air bubble, the staining is very swift and very nice. The excess dye is washed out, and now 2% hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose, yes, methyl cellulose, not sodium hyaluronate, is injected and anterior chamber is filled up with this economic visco. And now one more side port is made with lens tip knife on the right side of the main incision. And now is the time to do capsular Rhexis. The anterior capsule is incised, and see what happens. Turbid fluid comes out. It indicates high intralenticular pressure, and unless we reduce this pressure and try to do a large Rhexis or adequate sized Rhexis, there is a high chance of the Rhexis to run to the periphery. So I did this small Rhexis, and now I am going to aspirate some cortical lens matter with the help of a Simcoe cannula. I am just tapping onto the nucleus, and the cortical matter is coming out through the opening that I have made just few seconds back. And what is happening? The intralenticular pressure is getting reduced, and this is aspiration of cortical matter from 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock. And now again 2% SPMC is injected, a venous scissor is taken, an oblique cut is made, and then I take a Utrita forceps, hold this capsular tag, go anticlockwise all around again, and do an adequate sized capsular Rhexis. Friends, if you master this technique, you will not require a femtolaser for Rhexis in intumescent cataracts. If you have money, you can buy the costly gadget, but many of my colleagues will not be able to afford that. So master this technique of doing Rhexis in intumescence. And now this is almost a free floating nucleus, and incised nuclei. I try to hold the nucleus with bevel down because the occlusion is better, and try to chop the nucleus. In this case I am not becoming successful till now, and now this is a nice crack. Rotating the nucleus, getting onto another piece, and now this piece is being emulsified with ultrasonic energy and it is removed. So if the nucleus is free floating, we can hold the nuclear mass, keeping the bevel of the facultative down or sideways. But if we keep it bevel up, we may not be able to hold the nucleus nicely. Yes, the nucleus is managed and there is hardly any cortical matter in this case, and there was chemosis in this case. I'm making some punctures, small punctures, so that these chemosis gets resolved. I used the Simcoe for removal of some cortical matter, and now this is implantation of a single piece monofocal intraocular lens in the capsular bag. Yes, and the lens is dialed with the help of the irrigating forceps. And now this is a bit of moxie, and then the side pores are closed by hydration of corneal stroma on either side of these stab wounds. And then this is the final lavage of the anterior chamber. After a thorough lavage of the anterior chamber, the anterior chamber is formed very nicely and the case is concluded. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Be a great surgeon and serve your patients with love, respect, empathy, and great surgical competence.